What's going on with y'all boys, man? It's your boy Vexzy. So as you can see from the title of the video, this video is going to be about how to build muscle as a young man, teen, whatever, older man, whatever. This is what I used to look like, and this is what I look like now. I might look a little, chubby and whatnot. I was on a bulk for very long because as you can see, I was extremely slim and skinny, and I kind of got carried away with it, I ain't gonna lie. But nonetheless, as you can see, I built a lot of muscle. Right now, currently, I'm on a cut. Keep a long story short, I used to play basketball, and the only type of working out I used to do, like lifting weights and whatnot, was like body weight, push-ups, sit-ups, like the regular calisthenics. I had like some dumbbells, like 10-pound. I never lifted heavy. I never went to an actual gym. So I've always been, working out in a sense. And then I noticed I'm extremely skinny because basketball didn't work out for me. So I'm like, I don't want to be skinny like this no more. But I say a year or two, like a year right after high school, I didn't really work out at all. I ate like junk. And it was bad. Think it's been a year and 4 months, 5 months since I've been in the gym. I say when I first actually started taking the gym serious, doing everything the right way, being consistent, 5 days, 6 days a week, I say it's only been about like 10 months since I've been in the gym, actually taking it serious and doing everything the right way. And I'm not a person that of a background that has, people always been working out. Like I got crazy genetics. Listen, if to my knowledge, I'm probably the only person in my family's history of generations from both sides of the family that works out. But let's get straight into it. So the first thing, and there is no particular order of the importance, I'm just throwing them out there. So the first thing I got on my list is lots of protein and carbs. Listen, like I said, if you want to build muscle, you got to eat a majority protein. I can go more in depth in this. Matter of fact, I'll leave my Instagram right here for my fitness account. I do coaching and stuff like that for, people that don't know what they're doing. If you're a beginner / intermediate, some help with dieting, training, whatever, I got the credentials for it. You could go hit me up on there, say, oh, I want some coaching, and I'll get to you as fast as possible. In my humble experience, like I said, I'll go more in depth in it. But when you're trying to build muscle, what I used to do is I used to eat about 1.1 to 1.2 grams of protein for my body weight. And that's considered bulking, but nonetheless. So literally go to a scale, find a scale, whatever, see how much you weigh, and literally go to a calculator, take that number that you just got, multiply it by like 1.1, 1.2-ish, and whatever's that number, that's how much protein how many grams of protein you should be eating per day. And in terms of carbs, listen, I always hear people say carbs are bad. It depends. If you're eating oats, some, rice, as long as you're not ODing, and eat carbs, bro. Especially before you actually like work out, before your actual session of working out, you should have the most carbs in that meal. But I always see people, cut the carbs. No, bro, you need carbs. So what I like to do for carbs, personally, it works for different people. For what I did body weight times 0.7. And whatever that number was how much carbs I would consume. I would try to base majority of my carbs right before I knew I was about to work out, so I could have those carbs to fuel my workouts. 2, progressive overload. I cannot stress this enough. But basically what progressive overload is I'll give you an example. Say you're, curling, right? You're curling some dumbbells. Say for 10 reps, right? You can do 20 pounds of curls for 10 reps. Perfectly fine. You move up the weight. Now you're doing 25 pounds for curls, but you can only do 7 reps for that 25 pounds. So what progressive overload is you stick to that 25 pounds, or you stick to whatever weight that you can't do for 10. You stick to that weight, and over time, like say for the next week or so, it takes you a week now you can do 10 reps with the 25 pound. So then you move up, do 30, so you can only do 8 of 30. Then you do the same thing. You stick to that weight until you can do 10, and then you move up. So then over time, now you're at 50 pounds, 60 pounds. So that's what progressive overload is. You're just building the tolerance to that weight and for the reps. So the rep range stays the same for the most part. If you can't do that rep range, stick to that rep range until you could do about 10 reps of it. Once you're able to do 10, congratulations, you graduate to the next weight. You go up in weight just a little bit, only do 7 reps, stick to that, until you can do 10 and rinse and repeat. The next one, this is one a lot of people do not do, and this is the reason why a lot of people do not see the most progress they can see in the gym, and it's to train till failure. I'm gonna say it again, train till failure. Listen, I understand it's hard. You might not even know what training till failure is. Basically, training till failure is when you do that last rep and you think you can't do no more, do another one and another one and another one, because it's mostly a mental game. And I've trained people before, and this is the biggest thing I always see is training till failure is their biggest weakness, because you know it hurts, right? Once it starts to hurt, they think they're done. No, that's where it just starts. It's all a mental game. Once you feel like, I always use curl for example because that's the most common thing everybody knows about. When you're curling, you know, once it starts hurting, in their mind, they're like, oh, we're done. That's it. Listen, bro, once it starts hurting, that's when it really matters, because that's when your muscle is starting to break down. If it hurts a little bit, but your body is physically, forget what your mind thinks, oh, stop, you know, it hurts. If your body can physically still go with it hurting, that means you're not done. Lifting till failure is literally your body, no matter how much it hurts, your body is literally, and I mean literally, not letting you lift the dumbbell up. No matter how hard you try, like you're trying, you feel like your eyes about to come out of your head. That dumbbell is not coming up. That's when you're done. And me personally, listen, I don't know if to take this as a compliment or a disrespect, whatever. I take it as a compliment. But people hate to work out with me. The reason why is because I make them go till failure. Listen, like I said, not many people train till failure, bro. I train till failure and then some. People do not like to train till failure. So then when I do make them train till failure, right, they don't want to work out no more, because they're like, oh, nah, you're going too hard, or nah, you're not supposed to do that. Bro, there is not one person that is huge or has experience in the gym. You go ask the biggest person in the gym, is training till failure good? They will always say yes at 100% success rate. I promise you, I put money on it. So training till failure and absolute failure, not like, oh, it hurts a little. No, I'm talking about your body should not be letting that dumbbell move. That's when you train till failure. So the next one, and I like to say this, right? It's a mental game. Be patient. It is not easy. Listen, if it was easy, everyone in the world will have a lot of muscle. Everyone in the world will be in shape. But that's the best thing. Usually when things are not easy, that means it's the best thing to do. Like, say for example, why is diamond valuable? Because it's hard to find. If it wasn't hard to find, or it wasn't hard to acquire, and you had diamonds all over the corners and you can grow diamonds from trees, nobody will care if you have a diamond. There's no respect to it. The fact that diamonds are the reason why they're so expensive and so respected when you see them, and it's like a status symbol, is because of how hard they are to find and acquire. It's the same thing with stuff like this. Building muscle is not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a month. It's not going to happen in 3 months. Bro, it takes a while, bro. Trust me when I tell you. And it's not going to be easy, because like I said, you're going to have those days where you don't want to work out. You'll have those days where you don't feel like it. You're gonna have those days that, you know, you don't feel strong that day. It's gonna be a tough battle. But at the end of it, when you're shredded, when you have these big shoulders, this big bicep, these, you know, abs, this big chest, you're strong, bro. Every ounce of that journey will be worth it 100%. So this is something I always like to tell even my clients, whoever. Gotta be patient, bro, because a lot of people, they want things like right now. They want them right now. This is not something that you can acquire right away. And I think this last thing that I'm gonna say is, you know what, I'm gonna say it. This is the most important thing. Sleep/rest days are the most important days. Muscle, and this is a big thing a lot of people I've heard say, muscle is not made in the gym. It is made when you're resting. So when you're in the gym going till failure, you know, you're working hard, lifting heavy, that's you breaking your muscle down. We want it to build up. Building up your muscle only happens when you sleep for at least 8 hours a night and you have at least one rest day per week. You need to have a rest day, bro. You need to have a rest day. I don't care what nobody says. Oh, it's for the weak. Don't have any rest days at all. Listen, bro, they're lying to you. I don't make the rules. I'm literally telling you how the human body works. There's no change in that. You need to have a rest day. You need a day that you don't go to the gym. Not saying you don't go hard, you know, you don't work or nothing. You just don't go to the gym for 1 day or 2 days out of the week. And you need to just not trying to, you could do some cardio maybe, but do not lift any weights whatsoever. You need your body to just relax. Because I notice this a lot. Whenever you're sore, say you're sore or whatever, 100% of the time when it starts going away, or you start feeling the soreness go away or whatever, is right after you wake up from a nap, or right after you wake up from a good night's sleep. Right when you do that, you just, over time, you feel like your muscles is just better. Rest and sleep is the most important thing out of everything. Because I don't care how much you eat, I don't care how much you train. If you do not sleep and rest well, there is no point in doing it, because your muscles will not build. But with that being said, that's my experience. That's everything that I know about how to build muscle as a young man. And again, if you want any fitness advice or fitness tips, my fitness Instagram is called Vexzy Fitness. It's right here. DM me. I have a couple videos of like some stuff, whatever. If you want actual training, we could talk about that too. But with that being said, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on everything on the screen. And I'm out of here, bro.